round a left-hand bend. I'm looking all the way round the corner, looking at the limit point. As the limit point opens up, I'm lifting my eyes and looking what's around us. It's not just about the limit point, it's about the road surface, it's about different junctions, it's about other vehicles as well. So we're coming into a 50, so checking my mirror, I'm coming in 3. Now you could say 3 is an unsafe position coming round a left-hand bend, but I could see the road surface, and I could see around the car that I'm following that if any oncoming vehicles did come, then I could move into 2. So it's all about working against our instinct. Now while the bike is banked over, I'm keeping the throttle on, and as I'm going round that corner, as the limit point and the corner is opening up, so is my throttle very gently, that it keeps the bike's suspension and wheels even on the road surface. I'm not upsetting the suspension and I'm not upsetting the grip, because like I said in the theory video, that if I open my throttle too hard round the corner, the bike will want to straighten up, and if I was to come off the throttle midway round the corner, then the front wheel dive and the rear wheel will lift up, potentially creating a skid. Not so much in this weather, because the road is quite soft, the grip is very good. So if you ever want to practice out on the bike, the best way to do it is now. But to be an all-round biker, depending on what you want to achieve, it's always good to get out in the rain if you can, because everything that you've learned in the dry will also follow into the wet. As long as you are learning to be smooth with the controls, you're planning nice and early, you're not leaving the brake until the last minute, meaning you're not just jamming on the brakes, because that will create a skid. Now obviously in the wet, the road surface is a bit more slippery, but it's not ice. We can still brake, but it's how we do it, and how we brake in the wet. And the same as the dry, we just pull in the brake slightly and let the pads touch the discs, and then we can pull on even more, because that will create stability of the bike, because nice gentle inputs. We're going to be turning left here, so checking my left mirror and my indicator is on, looking down the junction, and it's opening up. So I'm staying in position 2, because I don't want to hide myself into the verge, but at the same time I'm not going to go into position 3, because there are driveways there, so I'm keeping my speed steady. There's a person on the side of the road, so I'm staying in a neutral position, and we are coming into a national. It's going uphill. Also the road surface is hidden by the shadows of the trees. Also we got mud on the road and it is a little bit slippery, so I'm coming into 1. Checking my mirrors, but I'm also looking well ahead to see if any oncoming vehicles are coming, because if an oncoming vehicle comes, then we're going to be at stalemate. One of us is going to have to manoeuvre. So I'm always looking at an exit point on where I can pull in quickly and safely, because I don't want to meet a car and he's going to go into me. So because we're coming down here, yes it is a national. Is it safe to do a national? No, it's not, because there's a lot of shadows on the road. I can't really see the road surface. Obviously I can see where the road is going, but I can't see what's on the road. Can't see if there's a dead bird, a dead rabbit, because I don't want to run over one of those, because that again will unstabilise my bike. But what beautiful roads. We've got a bit of gravel. Again, if we're smooth It's not going to unstabilise our bike too much. And if we are going around a corner and we do accidentally go on some gravel, just maintain your course. Look where you want to go. Keep the bike stable by just staying on your throttle, going around the corner, and the bike will restabilise itself and regain grip. Now, the point of when you're going to lose control of the bike is when you're going to make any sudden inputs, as in opening the throttle too much or coming off the throttle too much. The bike doesn't like that. You need to be very gentle with it. Yes, you're laughing, but that is all of what it's about. I'm not taking away that you can ride a bike, but it's how we do it and how we can improve our riding.